Hi guys, how are you? Today I'm doing an update on my current Wreck This journal. If you don't already know, every page in my Wreck This journal I am trying to have inspired by some version of Peter Pan. Peter Pan is my favorite fairy tale or story ever. I think it is just wonderful. I love it. So I thought it would be fun and challenging to try to come up with some sort of Peter Pan way to do every single page in this Wreck This journal. This page told you to pretend to doodle on the back of an envelope while you were talking on the phone, but I was just sitting at my desk and I used whatever pens or pencils were already on the top of my desk. I wasn't like digging out art supplies and doing like a nice drawing because it just told me to doodle. So here are my little Peter Pan doodles. I've got Tinkerbell, a thimble, an acorn, a red feather, Peter, the second star to the right, and like a few little sayings on it. This page told you to tie a string to the journal, go for a walk, and drag it. So I tied a purple string to it and dragged it around for a while. This is what I drew on the page next to it. Now, I know there were a lot more of the Lost Boys following him in the movie, but after I drew those two, I was just like, okay, that's good. This page told you to write carelessly now. So what I thought I would do is, in messy handwriting, just write down as much of the first page of the actual Peter Pan book that I could, and then I just stuck some stickers and washi tape on it. If you have never read the original story of Peter Pan, you really should. It is so good. I love it. I've read it like 4 times. Not gonna lie. This page said to glue random things here, and what I did was glued all the tags. Well, not all of them. They all really wouldn't fit. But a lot of the tags from the Peter Pan things that I have. Oh, and I also put a Tinkerbell silly band on. This page is not finished. I only added one thing to it so far. This is the page that tells you to hang the journal in a public place and invite people to draw or write here. I don't really hang it in public places because I don't want people to like mess my journal up. But I was going through one of my tablets because anytime I work in art journals, when I'm drawing or writing in the book, I stick a piece of lined paper in between the pages just to keep any ink from transferring from the pages behind it and blah blah blah. Well, I was using one of my old notepads and I found a drawing of Peter Pan my sister drew for me 3 years ago, so I cut it out and glued it in here. My sister Andrea drew that for me 3 years ago and I just decided to stick it in there. This page told you to glue in a photo of yourself that you dislike and deface it. I chose this picture of me for one reason. This was when, in my eyes, I officially became like a grown-up, so I decided to use this. I graduated in 2012, and right after I graduated high school, my family took a trip to the beach. That was when I was done with school and done with the childhood part of my life, essentially. So I decided, if this book is all about Peter Pan, obviously I have to dislike the moment my childhood was over, right? That's kind of depressing. I mean, I'm still goofy and act like a kid most of the time, but I made, with watercolors, a Peter Pan hat and stuck it on. It wasn't until I cut it out I realized I made it too big for my head, but I didn't care. And then I just wrote like, old, no fun, and grown up, and pointed to me. I am so happy with how this page turned out. It said, this page is a sign, what do you want it to say? And I decided to draw Peter Pan's profile in like a silhouette, and I normally have the hardest time drawing faces from the profile, and I normally can't do it. It normally does not look anything like a face or anything like who I'm trying to get it to look like. And I was successful this time, so I'm pretty happy. But there is the quote I chose, and then I just stuck washi tape on the page next to it so it wouldn't be plain. This next page I didn't listen to the instructions on because it told you to lose this page, throw it out, and accept the loss. But the next page goes with what is on the other side, so I didn't want to rip it out. So instead, I made up a little Lost Boy character and glued him to the bottom and wrote, "But I'm already lost." Now this drawing, he's not one of the Lost Boys that are in any of the versions of Peter Pan that I have seen or read. I just drew a little boy. I don't know. I think he's cute. And on the page next to it, I just stuck washi tape. It's technically Christmas washi tape, but the green and the red made me think of Peter Pan's outfit and his feather in his hat, so that's why I chose this washi tape. This page told you to write backwards, and I wanted to use a word that dealt with Peter Pan, and I also think it's fun to choose words for these pages that when you write them backwards, they still spell a word. So I decided to write pan backwards, which is nap. So I drew Peter Pan taking a nap. But there is my little drawing. Isn't he so adorable? I love it. And the last page I have done so far told you to squirt liquids here. Try using your mouth, which I did not use my mouth because that's kind of gross. But there is a quote from the book Peter Pan that I really love, and it is, "Would you like an adventure now, or shall we have tea first?" Technically, this is not tea that I squirted on the page. I normally drink coffee. So this is actually Starbucks' iced caramel white mocha coffee on my page. And it smells so good. But I just put some cute little tea stickers that a pen pal sent to me and wrote the quote. Those are all the pages I have done since the last time I posted a video. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a big thumbs up. That just helps me know which videos you guys prefer watching and which ones you'd want to see more of. Thanks for watching. I love your beautiful faces, and I will see you next time. Bye!